Monthly reporting is a necessary evil, I think. The mistakes that accountants often make is not to do with the actual numbers so much, although cut-off is always a tricky thing in terms of what transactions go in which month. I think the main mistake that lots of them make that I've seen is that they measure against the original budget. So that you have a budget that may have been created months and months previously, and the actual numbers are being compared against that. Really what the accountant needs to do is to use a form of flexible budgeting whereby the budget is revised to take account of the actual level of activity, if that's possible. Therefore, you've got a much more valid basis of comparison. The other mistake which they often make is to forget that a lot of the people they're reporting to are not necessarily financially literate. So great joy is expressed when they produce statements which run to 6 columns full of figures showing previous year, year to date, budget year to date, rolling budget, this and this. And non-literate people look at it and go, I have no idea what this means. It doesn't mean a great deal to me. And it might mean something given that the accountant or whoever is able to explain to them what each of these columns are and how they interact to tell a story. Monthly reporting is always difficult because month on month, particularly if you've got a seasonal business, things can vary so much. I used to work for a student union at one time, and it ran bars and a shop and cafes, and the income would be through the summer months very, very low, and as soon as we hit student time, end of September, beginning of October, the bar takings were colossal, so that the pattern was very much a zigzag pattern, and taking 1 month in isolation tended to mean not much at all. So the essence of monthly reporting, I think, is to keep it simple, get some valid basis of comparison, and try and tell a story which can be understood by non-financially literate people who may nevertheless have a valuable contribution to make if only they understood what you were talking about.